for a woman to be loved, to be accepted by their friends. They're the ones that quietly are fearful that they're not man enough at all. Whereas the guys who just don't even try, who are just themselves and just relax into whoever they are rather than whoever society wants them to be, tend to feel pretty secure in their manhood and have better dicks. But yeah, we have a weird concept of dominant and submissive, and we tend to conflate them with gender stupidly. So things like, people think it's degrading and submissive to be penetrated, and they think that it's dominant to be the penetrator. But the truth of the matter is that quite often the person doing the penetrating has to do all of the work. So to be honest, they're submitting a lot of effort to get the same return. Like, they're doing more effort for the same reward. So, I don't know. I don't feel particularly dominated. Like, even to be on top, like, when you're the top, you're the one doing all of the work. And usually when you're the person doing all of the work, you're the one who is the one in the submissive position, right? Hey, Russell! It's nice of you to join us. What brings you here? Yeah! I thought that it was just like too far and that this was all fine, and then I found out the death toll of a batch of eggs and I was like, I don't have to be a part of that, and I feel bad that I ever was, because if I'd have known from the start, I wouldn't have been involved in that. So I just stopped. And I used to have really severe eczema. I used to heel to my bed sheets and have to rip myself off them in the morning. I had it all over my neck, the nooks of my arms, and all this sort of stuff. And when I went vegan, it stopped. And I looked normal again. I used to look like a really flaky raspberry, and then all of a sudden I just looked human again. And they'll be like, I love you, maybe next year? There's just no getting rid of them. I don't know what to do. I genuinely do not know what to do. And the thing is, right, you can tell them, like, don't worry, we have a cool community and stuff. I'm not saying all my community is simps. I'm just saying that there is like a percentage, a tiny percentage of people who have never been touched by a woman, who think that that you just pay us for mating.
So I don't really tune in on Twitch.
What a cuck!
Because of the time differences. And yeah, so I watch her.
Tune!
I don't think Sweet Anita would ever notice me because she has like 1 million followers. But people, like on Twitter, the other week, someone tagged her and me in the same post, and they were like, Sweet Anita, you have an Australian twin, and it's Mary Cherry. And I was like, what? And so I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's funny, because...
This is him. He's been bad. He knows it's been bad. You're dumb. He's so fat and round. Look how round he is. Chonk. And so I'd say you are not nothing. Even when you don't do things you're proud of, you are not nothing. Every time you blink, every time you taste, every time you hear and feel, you are one of the rarest and most beautiful creations this universe has accidentally assembled ever. And it's made suns, and it's made enormous planets, it's made heat and cold, it's made all these beautiful things, it's made an insane amount of cool things. And so far, out of all of the beauty of the universe we've found, you are the most insane and beautiful thing of all. So be happy and be sad, because both are a privilege. Do it all because it matters. There was a dude, right, who put something in his ass and he died because it got stuck up there and he couldn't poop, and he couldn't poop for so long that he died. He was so scared of having to admit that he liked stuff up the butt because it was such a scary thing regarding his masculinity that he wouldn't even let a doctor who would keep it completely private know what happened to him. No, I'm on a bus. Shut up, dick. Like, I know about the dicks and how dumb they can be, okay? This is why you don't think with them. This is why you don't use porn as a documentary, okay? Anything that makes your dick hard, don't believe it. Except me. Okay, moving swiftly on. No, I can't. Mentally true, I experienced them. I can't recommend whether or not they'll work for you. I can't recommend whether or not they work for anyone else, whether they're healthy and safe for other people to believe. All I can say is, this is what happened, okay? So that's what I'm going to do, and if you find any helpfulness in this, that's great. But I hope you don't think that this is in any way prejudice against anyone in your situation, okay? So I have a genetic predisposition to ADHD. I have a genetic predisposition towards depression and anxiety. Really